It's honestly been crazy. I'm blessed. It really started to pick up a lot this year. January came, and then I believe it was Eastern Michigan that started it all. Ever since then, I gained about 17, 18 offers since then. So, I've just been blessed, and, just looking forward to keep growing and keep building myself and, my character, and, just continue to work hard.
I think the biggest thing for him is just to stay patient, but also continue to improve on himself, and that's what he's been doing. He's improving on his craft every single day, identifying what the weaknesses are in his game and trying to find ways to take the next step as a football player. When he was sitting there with a couple offers, it was like, oh, when is this going to kick off? When is it going to kick off? And I think now that we've gotten into the summer, into the winter recruiting period, it's been nuts how many schools have been in and out of the building and how many schools have offered him a scholarship. It's been great. But now our guys get the opportunity to see that and know that eyes are going to be on them this year when we have our game, when we play. There's going to be colleges, big-time colleges are going to come to watch us play. It's an opportunity for them to showcase what they can do too.
It brings a lot of exposure to all the guys, me included. We have another guy, Chris Burt. He's right under, he's in the same class as Shahn, but he's an underdog that the coaches should be ready for this year.
They've been a joy to coach. They've bought in. I think last year at the end of the year, we knew that where our talent was, we should have had a better year, but we didn't have it. So we needed to kind of go back to the drawing board and figure out where we wanted to go as a program. And for these seniors and juniors and even sophomores to take the bull by the horns and basically just say, hey, this is where we want this program to go, has been special. There's no nonsense that goes on in practice. It's just guys are learning, guys are ready to roll, and it's been a really fun time so far.
It's great, especially to talk with those guys, Javion and Chris. Those guys push me, I push them. I feel like, it'll be good this year, have me spread out wide. You see me in receivers this year, just open up the box a little bit, let Chris eat. Same with Javion. Javion's a great blocker, he's a great running back, so, just looking with those three guys, I feel like we can make some real noise this year.
It feels like so many of you guys got playing time as freshmen 2 years ago. What was that experience like, and how much does it feel like it might be starting to pay dividends for this group?
For sure, yeah. We all got some playing time. Blaze is at Gannon right now, but we all got some playing time our freshman year. I feel like, with that experience, that we got used to the speed. So I feel like, honestly, this year as upperclassmen and, the leaders of this team now, I feel like we can make some real noise and, just make an example for the younger guys coming up after.
Learning off of him has been great. Continue to keep learning off of him.
How much do you guys feed off each other being third-year starting juniors?
I would say feed off each other a lot by if that's just getting each other reps, pushing each other. Say if I make a wrong read or something, he'll correct me in that.
For the scheme that we got going, it's great. I'm proud of Shahn and Chris. I'm just proud of all of them.
Tell me about those two specifically. First of all, what makes Chris so electric?
He's in the weight room every day. That's one thing I can say. He's in the weight room way more than I am. You can tell by how he looks. But he's always been, since a freshman, he's always been extremely fast. So I think it's just natural. And then him being in the weight room makes it 10 times better. So.
They're in the first rack every single time you walk in the weight room. It's ridiculous to watch the type of weight that those guys put up. You don't see college guys sometimes putting up the weight that they do, and for those guys to really set the tone, you can't not notice them when you walk through the weight room. I think there's some teachers and other people that have walked through our weight room, and while these guys are in there, and they're like, yeah, right, he's not going to lift that, and then all of a sudden he reps 315 for 5 on the bench, and these guys are just stunned. So I think having guys like that helps. When your best players are also your best people and your best leaders, it definitely sets the tone for the entire program.
How important is it for you guys to set that example?
Very important, because gotta be great this year. No more 5-5, because it's getting tired of that.
I think we talked early in the offseason. We said people always say Harvey has great athletes. Harvey always has great players. We're always a more talented team. Why are we going 5-5? And I think we need to get rid of that mantra of, hey, we're just going to have good athletes. If we can execute our assignments and we do what we're supposed to do, we're disciplined, we take the coaching, we have better players, we should like where we're at the end of the day.